let's get into a collective reading. Keep in mind that this can resonate no matter your sign. And if you need anything from me, check out that comment section. You can find my readings, my Patreon, Instagram, Pinterest, my Pisces only channel. Everything I offer is down there. I feel like either you or someone connected to you, someone interested in you, could be in a place of deep self-reflection. So you might be kind of withdrawing from the world, withdrawing from people, really reconnecting with your inner self, maybe asking yourself a lot of questions. Some of you could be losing sleep over a family situation or some sort of finances. That could be for some of you. Maybe something isn't going the way that you want it to. So you could be feeling a little stressed or consumed by that. There's someone here making a life change and you don't know about it. They're changing and transforming something. And then once they change and transform it, they're going to come in towards you abruptly and let you know what they've been doing. So you've got someone, you could be single, and this could be someone maybe moving towards you. Maybe this is someone getting out of a connection that they haven't been happy in, but they don't want to tell you that something's been taking place because they don't want you to think that you're the reason. This could be someone who's like, I've been needing to move. I've been needing to break up with so-and-so or do this life change. And I don't want to tell you that I'm doing it because I don't want you to think that the only reason I'm doing this is because of you. I've been procrastinating. I've been pushing off the choice, the plan, the action. You are the reason that I want to do it, but you're not the reason that I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I know that it's necessary. You're just an added bonus. It's kind of how this person thinks. So you've caught someone's eye. You've got someone's attention. And they're bringing some sort of change or transformation in their current moment. And they're keeping this close to their chest. Their wish fulfillment is to give to you, is to indulge in you. They're going to offer you something abruptly, out of nowhere. And then you might have to decide whether or not you want to take this person's offer. For some of you, there's more than one option. You could have 2 or 3 people interested in you. So here's the thing. This is what I'm saying. If your story is that you've got more than one option interested in you, you need to be honest with yourself about who's going to be best for you. One of them could have the type of personality where it's like, I'm a blessing to people, and they could have kept you or put you out in the cold or in the desert. So imagine someone kicking you out of the car in the middle of the desert and being like, yeah, I'll be right back. And it's 5 hours later and they just now pulled up. This would be the kind of person who's like, I told you I'd be back. I didn't tell you when, but I'm back. Be careful of allowing someone back into your life that you had to heal over or that you had to take time from to get clarity and truth around, okay? I'm seeing a lot of options for you. I'm seeing a lot of confusion in those options, okay? What should I do? Who should I pick? Who can I trust? Who's changed and who hasn't? Who's got my best interest at heart and who doesn't? One of these options has got the personality of, I told you I'd get here, didn't I? Well, now that I'm here, you're mine. That's going to be this person's personality. I feel like you and this person has history. I feel like you and this person also have time apart. I feel that the mutual want is here, but I also feel that this person lacks, you could have ended it because there was lack of growth. So you're going to have a choice between 2. One person is bringing changes in the dark because they see you as emotional fulfillment and they want to put effort in towards you. But they're not telling you certain things and they're not making promises that they can't keep because that's the kind of person that they are. You've got someone else who maybe gets a lot of attention. People really like them. You have desire for them. They have desire for you. You guys could have definitely enjoyed one another emotionally. You could have fulfilled one another emotionally. So this could be a close friend where you're interested in them, they're interested in you. This could have been a complicated ship, a situationship, someone you briefly dated. This person and you recognize that there was lack of growth here. This person didn't want to grow and expand a relationship. And you need to see that it's convenient that this person now wants to come back after there's been an ending, after there's water under the bridge. Now, the other person who's taking action in silence, that person is feeling a little emotionally overwhelmed that when they come in and offer you something, that you're either going to leave them out in the cold, or that there could be other people wanting your attention and affection, and that you're going to pick someone else. I see that this person wants their cup to be taken, but the reason why is because I can love you the way that you want to be loved, but can you see that? Because here's the thing, not everything that shines is gold. Not everything that's flashy is worth having. The people who are quick to tell you, well, this is the life I can give you, I'm gonna spoil you rotten, and I'm gonna do A, B, C, or D, those tend to be the people who don't do it. You got two people here. You got a walker and you got a talker. The person who's a walker, the person who's like, I'm taking action in silence, I'm not going to tell you anything until I know that I can back that up. I want to be a person of my word. I want you to see me in a good light. They won't take action towards you yet because right now they would just be a talker, not a walker. But they feel that you could either have someone in your environment or that you have multiple people in your environment who could be making a lot of promises and might not be able to keep them, but hey, they might be good looking. Hey, they might be a good time. There could be a reason why they're like, oh, but I'm scared you're going to choose them. Maybe they have more money. Maybe they're better looking. Maybe and in their mind, not everything that shines is gold, but you might want something that you don't know isn't gold. You might want them because they're shining. They seem like the ultimate package. They seem like everything you've asked for, you've wished for. And maybe the person you're meant to be with isn't so glamorous, isn't so flashy. They're a little more humble instead of being like, oh, I bought a brand new Mercedes, beep, beep, I'm rich. This person might be like, no, I got all kinds of money in the bank, but I'm still going to drive a beat up 1995 Honda because I ain't going to drive my money. Thank you, though. Different folks, different strokes. You got two different people on your hands, and you're going to have to choose who would be a team player. Who's going to put in the effort and be dedicated to that effort? Who's going to be the individual who has impulsive wants, needs, and urges and only wants to fulfill that but doesn't stay dedicated past the point of that? That's where you're going to have to come in and say, okay, this is the one I want. And the one that is dedicated and consistent and a long-lasting kind of individual, they're a little scared that you're going to get caught up in the flashy, in what someone says that they are, not what someone is. That's what and this person is scared that you're not going to listen to your intuition and that you're going to maybe try to bring balance or something in. This is someone who's like, please don't go after them. They're not good for you. Please don't think that you can balance out that toxic relationship because you can't. This is someone who's able to see you through certain eyes in a way where they want to protect you, but they also know that they can't make the choices for you. I want you to listen to your intuition, but I also know that sometimes you might be attracted to people who aren't good for you because you got something to learn. I want you to make your own choices, but I also feel like you might be fighting with your intuition and not listening to what would be balanced for you, what's going to heal you internally. Again, you got two people. You've caught both of their eyes, but you've got to be able to differentiate between what they want and what they're bringing to the table. They're both going to want something. Only one of them is going to bring teamwork, dedication, and long-term consistency. The other one's going to bring passion, but they're not going to bring growth. It's going to be an energy of, do you know how lucky you are to be with me? Because so many people would want to be with me right now, but you're lucky. You are. That would be the other person's energy. And the one who really wants you and wants to treat you with respect and kindness and love is like, I really hope you see her or him for what they are, not what you want them to be, because they're a joke. They think that they're God's gift to women or men. They're not. They're a crappy person behind doors. But I really hope you see that, and that you're not sitting in a relationship or in a marriage in 5 to 10 years unhappy because the package looked good on the outside, but when you opened it, it was all broken. So, what do you need to know about all this? You need to change it up, because I've used this deck the whole time, and now all of a sudden I want to change decks. So you need to change up how you're approaching love and how you're approaching this dynamic, these dynamics. If you used to go after someone who looked good, them looking good ain't gonna help you in the middle of the night. Them looking good ain't gonna help you when you need someone to be by your side. So you need to approach a relationship differently. I don't care if they look good. What's their character? What's their morals? Are they a good person? Do they take care of people? Do they take care of their responsibilities? Are they a person of their word? Do they say one thing, do another? You need to approach these two people in these two relationships very differently. You need to ask yourself what's going to be stable, what's going to be grounded, what's going to allow you to thrive in your feminine energy. Now, I don't care if you're a man or a woman, don't care. What person, what partner out of these two people is going to allow you to want to receive, is going to allow you to feel that it is safe to give and sometimes not give and to just receive. Because the partner that's right for you isn't going to shame you all the time. They're not going to be like, oh, I got home and you're sitting on your butt tonight. That's annoying. Maybe they're going to look at you and go, oh my God, you're sitting down. You must be tired. Are you okay? Do you need anything? This is out of character for you. But you have to be willing to choose the one who's going to work for you. You can't get mad at someone for coming home and screaming at you when you allow them to do that every night. The situations you put yourself in are the situations you're going to continue to be in. So they're saying, listen, who do you want to be a partner to? Who do you feel safe with? Who do you feel like you can be your stable, grounded self with? And for some of you, you need to reevaluate an ending and ask yourself, can you put your energy and your effort into this and get what you want? Some of you, you're going to want a past person back, but you really, really, really need to be honest with yourself on whether or not you're capable of getting over the ending, and if the person you want and the person that they are those the same thing? Or are you going after them because you hope that they'll be better? You'll hope that they'll change. I'm asking, who do you need to give to? You need to give to the person who makes you feel special, who makes you feel like a prize, who makes you feel and makes you recognize that growth is possible. When you're dating someone or entertaining someone and they are constantly minimizing what you can grow, or they don't want to grow anything at all, see that as a stalemate or a stuck energy. If you want to be in a stuck relationship, if you want to be content with what something is, you're more than welcome. But if you're in the dating stage and you've been dating for 5 years and they haven't taken it to the next level, but they don't know if they want to, see that as what it is and recognize that you're allowed to take yourself out of something and say, this isn't enough for me. You have to ask yourself, who can you grow with? And for a lot of you, you need to recognize that someone that you've done tangoed with, you have history with, you know, could want to grow with you, but at one point they seen lack of growth. At one point they didn't take action on this. And you need to ask yourself, can you get over the ending or get over the past and see better days, new days, in a new world with this person? Because for some of you, you're going to say, oh, it's our time to shine. I've wanted you forever. Thank God you're finally here. But for some of you, you're going to recognize that this person makes you really anxious if it's a past person, and that you can't necessarily trust them because you're going to be always anxious and worried on whether or not they're in it to just win it, or are they in it for the long haul? Which is why they're saying, hey, listen, go to the person that makes you feel safe. Because if you're sitting with your partner on the couch and you're scared that they're going to hear you snore tonight and they don't love you anymore, you said something the wrong way and all of a sudden they don't love you anymore. They didn't get their way and all of a sudden they don't love you anymore. It was never love to begin with. If it's something that simple that can make them cut you off and say, F you, I'm done, it was never love. It was very conditional. And you have to be honest with yourself around the fact that you've had someone attached to you who has very conditional love. And you need to be honest with yourself that if you're scared of something happening in the future and that person doing that again, that shows that you're not safe in that relationship. And that shows that you need something different. You need something more. You need something that can make you feel safe and secure. And someone who's willing to fight with you through the seasons that are not fun. Through the seasons where I'm not satisfied, you're not satisfied, but damn it, we're going to work together and we'll be satisfied in 6 months. We got a lot of work to do. That's what you need. Not someone who runs. Not someone who wants to win when it's time to win. Oh, now I want it, so now I want it. I can have it. You have to be able to make sure that you are trusting the right people and that you're giving your heart to people that you can trust with your heart. Not giving it to them because you hope you can trust them. There's a huge difference. So they're saying, hey, listen, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself around the fact that one of these people you can't trust and you're always going to be waiting for the shoe to drop, for the ball to drop. Why do you deserve to be in a relationship where there's fight or flight? Why do you not deserve a relationship where you feel safe, where you feel secure, where you feel like you can trust the person to go to the store and do what you ask them to do? And if you feel that you trust it, you're more likely to go towards that. And if you feel that you don't deserve it or that you can't trust someone, you're going to stick with this old person. Now, I'm seeing with this past person that they have done some self-reflection and they have healed. However, they're still going to come in with an indecisive energy and an energy on whether or not they're sure if they want something. So they might come in with truth about the fact that they have regrets and sadness, but they also might not give you everything that you need. Again, it's always easier to go to someone new with no water under the bridge than to fix something with someone where there's water under the bridge. You have to ask yourself if you want to fix it with someone if this is a past person. Now, if it's a past person, again, I see that they're going to tell you that they have grown, but I also see that there could be problems that are going to come back out that is going to make you feel this past person could be a little pessimistic when it comes to love. And again, if every time you go to the store, your spouse thinks you're cheating, that's a pessimistic attitude. Do you not trust me? Do you not trust you and you're projecting? Like what is the emotion here? The only time you deal with that is if you feel you deserve it. Do you feel that you deserve a partner who's not willing to look at their own emotions and go, wait, these are my emotions and I need to deal with them and I need to quit putting them onto you? For a lot of you, they're saying, hey, leave this past person alone. Leave the person behind where you have history, where they had an opportunity to grow and expand and they chose not to, where they wanted you to see that they were a prize, but they weren't seeing that you were the prize, and that's fine. That's fine. But what happens when we sell a baseball card and we realize it was 1 of 10 in the whole world? We regret it. We go, oh, I should have kept that. I didn't realize the value on it was growing and expanding. Damn. But that's their lesson that they have to learn. So for a lot of you, you need to allow this new person into your life. You've caught their eye, but they are really worried that you're going to give someone the time of day who doesn't deserve it. You're going to give someone your heart when they don't deserve it. They've showed you time and time and time again that they don't want growth. And what I'm seeing is that it's not time for all of this to take place, but it will be here soon. And that's when big choices are going to have to be made on your part. What kind of life do you want to live? And are you making the choices to get you to that life? Because I can sit here all day and say, oh, I want to be a millionaire. But am I waking up every day and sitting my butt on the couch? Because if so, it ain't aligning. Same for you. You wake up and say, okay, I want a fulfilling relationship. I want someone who loves me and I love them, and we can ride at dawn for one another. Are you choosing those kind of people though? Are you choosing people who are showing you that they're going to ride for you? Or are you choosing people who are showing you time and time and time again it's about one and one only, and you're not a part of that party? Because if so, leave the selfish people for the other selfish people. And allow yourself to go to someone who's very emotionally open and giving and vulnerable, and who's big on working through conflict. They're big on compromising. This is a team player. This is the kind of person where, like, if we have change of plans, not a big deal. I don't mind. If you need them to do something for you and you didn't tell them, maybe this past person would have been like, no, you should have told me 5 hours or 5 days ago. You didn't, so we're not doing it. This is your fault. You're always on some shit. This new person is going to be along the lines of, sure, of course it's 5 minutes out of my way, but I don't care. I'm going to go 5 hours out of my way for you. What are you talking about? Like, that's going to be this person's energy. The love, the emotion, the teamwork, the collaboration, the giving is just going to blow you out of this world, blow you out of the water. But I do see for a lot of you, it isn't that you don't want the new person. You always choose the devil that you know. You're going to choose something that you know and that you're comfortable with. So if you're used to that past person, or if you know what to expect with that past person, you might be more willing to dance with the devil that you know instead of entertaining a devil that you don't. But you might realize that if you entertain a different devil, it's not a devil at all, it's an angel. And it might be your saving grace. So I just pick with caution. You've definitely caught someone's eye. They're a little worried on whether or not this is going to turn out the way that they want it to. I ultimately see growth happening. I see this person showing interest towards you. I see you being a little stuck on whether or not you want to take this forward. I don't know, Danielle. Do I want to entertain them? I don't know. Do I? Like, that's going to be your energy. And then I see you maybe giving them 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months to kind of win you over. So you might end up talking to this new person for 3 weeks or 3 months while you kind of figure out what you're going to do. I ultimately see, though, you're going to bring a major change into your life. You're going to make a choice on what you're investing in. You're going to give something a go, and you're going towards a new beginning. I think for a lot of you, you're going to give to someone new. You're going to recognize that something has left you discontent, and there's no more of that. I'm not letting you come in and out. I'm not letting you come in and out. I'm not letting you come in to say, oh, I had desire to do this with you. No, I don't care what you had desire to do. I had desire to be in kindergarten again. You don't see me getting that. That's going to be your energy if anybody from the past comes back, because I feel a little bit of like fed up energy. I feel like you're going to be fed up. It's like you're going to get clarity and you're going to be able to cut it with a knife. I know exactly what I want to do. I know exactly where I'm going, and I know exactly what's not coming with me. And then you could open dialogue with someone who either is an aging player or someone who's very inconsistent. You're going to open dialogue on what you chose, and you're going to tell them, listen, I'm really discontent. Good news, I'm going to find what I want, and I'm going to go after it, and I'm taking action towards it, and I'm going to get someone who matches me. And I thought that was you, and it isn't, and I want someone who's going to give and receive, and I have finally made the final decision to make you a friend or nothing at all, and I'm going to something new. And then they could end up spying on you if you leave someone behind. Spying to see who you're collaborating with and who this new person is that you've replaced them with. I see them. I do see here, if you go towards a new person, you could be a little worried on whether or not it's going to be balanced, if it's going to be healing, if it's going to be worth it. I see it working out for you. I see a lot of growth happening in a new connection. I see a past person spying on you to see what you're growing. They could watch you build a home, have a child, raise animals with this person, or build a business. They're going to watch you build something with someone new. You're going to build something in some sense, form, or fashion, whether it's a family, a home, a business, all of the above. And then they're going to recognize that the reason that they didn't want to give to this in the past wholeheartedly is because the kind of team player that you needed was not a kind of team player this past person could be. So for a lot of you, this past person and you are not going to be able to figure it out. The way that you want your life to look, they're not necessarily capable of. And I also feel that that past person could need to temper sides of them that they don't want to temper. Temper sides of them that lie, that tell only small truths. So your past person could have the tendency to tell a small truth but not the whole truth. Yeah, I know her. Yeah, but you didn't tell me you fucked her and all that. Like, that's kind of this person's energy. No, but I did tell you I knew her. What you mean? Okay, just because you didn't tell the whole truth doesn't mean you didn't lie. That's going to be this past person's energy. So there could be sides of them that they needed to temper that they're not going to be able to temper, which again will be a reason why you go to someone new. I see that that past person is going to continue to live life impulsively until they learn a lesson. There could be an impulsive choice that your past person keeps making over and over and over again, and each time they make it, it's going to get worse. So someone could end up putting their life in a very sketchy situation because they keep making the same choices over and over, and they're not learning the lesson. So again, I feel like you could be dodging a bullet from that past person. New person though, I see a lot of growth. I see a lot of happiness. I see you guys maybe going after some sort of goal, dream, or wish very quickly. So it's like when you and this new person get on the same page, when you guys are able to look at one another and go, this is what I want, this is what you want, we're on the same page, let's fucking get it. There is going to be no stopping y'all. It's going to be like jumping in front of a horse and carriage going 60 miles an hour. You better move or you're going to die. That's going to be your guys' energy going after what you want. I am seeing that someone here, whether you, them, or both, could be a little guarded with their heart for the first 4 weeks, 4 months, or 4 years. Now, I'm seeing a sense of openness, but I'm also seeing the floodgates not fully opening until after maybe 4 months or 4 years. And then I see it going in full force. For some of you, you're going to have an ex or someone come back after you've been with someone for 4 months or 4 years, wanting to have a conversation with you. But I don't see you being open to talk to them because in your mind, you don't see what good it's going to bring. So like, let's say you're married, you have children, you're living with someone else. There could be an ex or someone from your past that's going to reach out and pull the, hey, stranger. You might then go to your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your spouse and go, hey, look who wrote me. I'm not responding. I just want you to know that they wrote me. I'm going to delete it because there's nothing good going to come from this. There is no point in me talking to them because nothing good's going to come from this conversation. I don't need to know about their life. They don't need to know about mine. That could be for some of you. That is this person's way of seeing if they still have a place in your heart. Are you willing to go, hey, how you been? Yeah, I've thought about you a time or two. So be careful of someone coming back, checking up on you when they had an opportunity to be in your life and they chose not to be. Now, I know life's not that black and white and that simple. But if you allow someone to put their foot in a door that's been closed, don't be surprised when their fucking foot's in the way, okay? So be careful of catching up with exes after you've moved on. Like after you've been separated for 4 years, you've moved on, everything's, and all of a sudden they want to kind of see, well, are you still attracted to me? That could then make your current partner, I don't want to say jealous, but it's a little bit along of, why are they coming in? Are they trying to start conflict? What are they wanting drama? Are they wanting competition? What's the point of them reaching out? It's like your partner is going to have more of a question of why now? Why is it that when we had a baby, when we moved in together, when we put on social media, we're engaged, we're married, we're all these things, so-and-so wants to reach out all of a sudden? That's a little weird to me. That's what your partner's going to say. They're a little scared that you might leave them for that person. I don't see it happening, but there is a fear. I mean, let's be honest. You guys have history. Let's be honest. At one point, that person had a soft spot in your heart. I don't know if they still have a soft spot in your heart, so there could be a little bit of worry. I see that you might leave this person on red. Yeah, you're going to give them a message of truth or a message of bad news. Yeah, so I think you're going to either say, hey, this conversation's not beneficial for me. I'm not interested in catching up. You're going to give them a message of truth or a message of bad news along the lines of, hey, just want to let you know I'm married now or in a relationship and I don't think it's in my best interest to entertain this. I don't really want to meet up. There's going to be something like that taking place. And then I see that cycle ending completely. So you will never see or talk to that person again is what I'm getting, okay? And then that person, whoever this ex is then going to have to plan for their future. They're then going to have to go, well, fuck, where am I going? What am I going to do for my future? They could want to give you an apology. That could be one of the reasons they're going to end up reaching out. Hey, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for this. For some of you, this person needs to say this to you because they feel that they can't continue on with their life until they do this. I can't go get the love of my life until I tell you that I'm sorry for what I did. I'm sorry for leading you on. I'm sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry for treating you like crap. I know you're happy now. You have a family. You got a girlfriend, a boyfriend. I get it. You're happy. But I'm not happy because I treated you like crap. I don't want you back, but I do want you to know that I see the error in my ways. And then that could push this person into a place of, I did what was right, but now I feel stuck. I feel stagnant. I feel like my life isn't moving. Why is this? And that's going to push them into a place of deep self-reflection, for them to realize that maybe for far too long they were acting very immature. They were acting like that they could give people whatever they wanted and that was good enough. And now that they want those people back, they're recognizing that it's not good enough, that it's immature, and sometimes people don't want you around when you're immature. I mean, let's think of like the small college children who come in. Let's say you got college kids and they come in the house and they take all your food and they get mud all over the floor and they come in with their drugs and their alcohol and their friends that are always stealing. At some point, you're going to look and be like, okay, this is chaos coming through the door. Y'all got to stop. You got to temper this or don't come at all. That's the energy I'm getting. And then I think this person's going to really look back and see that if they would have gave to you equally their life, and this would look so different, that they could have had a new beginning with you, but they were not willing to be honest. They were not willing to be truthful, and they did not want truth, clarity, and a new beginning. That this ending with you, this not going anywhere, this not being able to be fixed, is going to really heal this person on a deeper level and temper the sides of them that had needed to be tempered. So if it wasn't for you, this person wouldn't have grown the way that they have. This person wouldn't be tempering the sides of them to finally get what they wanted. Not because you're just this huge thing that they can't live without, but because they seen the error in their ways with you, and they also seen how if they would have been different, if they would have done different, they could have a different life. And I feel that this person wishes that they could have that different life. But let's be honest, in life we make choices. And sometimes you can't go back. Sometimes you can't go back and say, well, now I want to spend time with that family member that's gone. Now I want to be with that lover that I didn't want then. Sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes all you can do is go, oh, should have done this instead. And now I see it. And next time I'm going to make sure that I go after what I want. But I'm going to have to sit with this energy and really feel it. I'm going to have to feel stuck. I'm going to have to change my perspective. I'm going to have to do everything I didn't want to do. That could be what a past person is feeling. So again, I see you moving on to a new person and you guys really enjoying a life with one another. But I do see that if you really wanted this past person, you could have them. But deep down, you know that that household would be chaos and not peace. And you want peace. You want peace. Yeah. Thinking back to how attracted they used to be to you, but how they felt that maybe they weren't ready for marriage. This could have been someone who's like, I'm not the marrying type. I don't settle down. I'm a bachelor, bachelorette. It's cute that you're trying to settle me down though. I don't do that. But this person could now be like, fuck, I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have went after a new beginning with you. I wish I would have been the settling kind. I wish I would have. And again, they could want to tell you this, but for some of you, it is too late. For some of you, you are meant to be with someone new who can fulfill you on an emotional level. And that's what this past person was missing. Giving you truth and clarity about how they changed their perspective. They could even give you truth and clarity about how they're stuck and how they wanted to have the strength and the courage to make something right or to fix something. But for a lot of you, love was not enough. The love that this person had for you was not enough for them to get out of their ego or for them to be able to be the partner that you needed. And that's where you and this past person, I think you weren't compatible is what it was. I think you guys loved one another. I think you cared about one another. But I think when it comes to being truly compatible, that's where you guys lacked. That's where it was missing. So you caught someone's eye, someone new. And I think it's really, really going to grow into something beautiful. But for a lot of you, you do have to finally put the last nail in the coffin with someone and go, no, I love you, but I love me more. And this isn't meant for me. And I see it now. So I'm going to leave this here and I hope you have a blessed day.